Hello everyone. Right now I am lying down on a grass patch on the Triund top. It's a mountain, and I wanted to talk about how freedom is feeling to me these days, since I've separated from my family. I wouldn't say it's renouncing the family, but taking a step away to live on the terms that I want to live on. And not only family but the entire narrative of society, because I do not want to follow anything. I do not wish to follow anything that others have made for me. But before we dive down into this topic and I share my thoughts, I really want to show you where exactly I am right now. So, probably I've shown you before, and this is where I'm lying down, and it's a huge mountain peak in front of me, which is covered by clouds. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys are able to see the peak. Lying under an umbrella to protect myself from scorching sun. Getting an umbrella was a good idea because it gives you a lot of protection, because on this height there are not a lot of trees. There are some trees, but the ground is not, flat to lie down under them. So shade is there, but and this is the beautiful open sky for you. Like, isn't it magical? Isn't it heavenly? Look at the sun. Look at the sun. I mean, how can not someone get mesmerized by such beauty of nature? And how often do we find opportunities to find ourselves in peace when we are in such setup? I cannot call it a setup because it has not been set up by anyone. It's a setup by the nature instead. And how often do we, the creation of nature, we are the creation of nature, and these mountains, these clouds, this beautiful sky, the sun, this grass that I'm lying down on, all are a creation of nature. And how often do we find opportunities to get connected with ourselves? This is ourselves. This grass is me in another form, but it's nature. I am nature. So we are all nature. I can easily say that the composition that I have, the very much foundational blocks of my body are very much the foundational blocks of everything in the nature that nature has created. We can call it energy, we can call it mass, we can call it matter. It's all the same. People go to travel, people go on vacations, people go to beautiful places, but it's not that. It's how often are we even aware of what is around us? Are we not busy or occupied in taking photographs? Always in a hurry. People go to vacation spots to click pictures mostly, and to not immerse themselves within the nature, to not feel peaceful, to feel solitude and be connected with whatever is around us. And so when I say that I have left my family, I have not only left my family, I have left the entire idea of it, the entire narrative that has been set around us that keeps us so busy. We were not as busy as we are right now. Few hundreds or thousands years ago, people before us would be, you know, much more connected with the nature. And so I'll make this video like that. One second. So, if you could just hold on a moment, I'll set up my camera so I can talk in this view. I hope you are enjoying this view. Okay, I hope I am visible and the beautiful sky also is visible to you. Behind me, there's a little sun that is bothering me right now, but I hope you'll manage with this. Okay. So the freedom that I feel right now is very different from financial freedom. Like when we start earning money of our own, especially in this generation, ladies, when they've started earning their own money and they have control over their finances, their choice to over their materialism. So we consider this financial freedom with entire freedom. So we relate it. We don't even think that apart from financial freedom, there is a kind of freedom that doesn't need anything, that doesn't need any approval, doesn't need any refuge under something else to protect their identity. So even this financial freedom, after getting this financial freedom, we attach it with us as an identity. We introduce ourselves with, we identify ourselves with a lot of things. We tell people that I do such kind of job, I am from such profession, I have done few such thing, etc., etc. And we feel proud because we are seeking approval and appreciation from other people, and that is not freedom. That is a different chain, a chain that was not before. For example, if somebody is financially free, it's a new achievement for them, but they were under some different, they were tied by a different chain earlier, now they are tied by a different chain. But the mental freedom doesn't exist. It does not. I'm not saying that total freedom can exist, total free will can exist. It cannot, because we are all living under a structure called system, called society, made by powerful people who we don't even know. But in our individual personal lives, can we seek freedom? Despite knowing that they are always watching us. Can our minds be free? Can our minds be in a state of, blissfulness and not worrying about something or the other when it is time to enjoy, when it is time to feel blissful, when it is time to feel happy? And this place that I am at right now, uh, there are other people as well, a very few here, but most of them are occupied in taking pictures, poses, and some people are talking, some people are. Most of them are doing something externally for some external approval. Oh, we can say that I am also doing it for external approval, but whatever I talk comes from my heart. It is not to seek approval from something, because I talk radical things. On this channel, I talk about something that people would not be able to even digest. My ideas are very radical, and I'm not ashamed of accepting that, and I'm not ashamed to talk about that openly on social media. Human beings are naturally inclined towards sharing their thoughts uh, to their friends, to their companions, to their buddies. And so it is the same for me. It is a natural tendency for me to share my thoughts. But to be honest, why I started making videos about my thoughts is because I was not able to find people, find real people physically to share my thoughts, sit around them, and have a sip of coffee, eating food together. It doesn't happen as much. So then I thought, I want to talk and nobody is ready to listen to me. Even my family doesn't want to listen to me, and my friend doesn't want to listen to my depth. So social media is a good way of telling people my thoughts. Even if one of you is listening, even if more than one of you are listening, but I'm telling my thoughts. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel that I am uh, uh, following my natural tendency of sharing my thoughts. I cannot complain because nature has put that in all of us. So we find like-minded people. Many people do find people to have alcohol in their company, to do drugs, to have party, uh, whatever. Artists do find company, but my company is a little different, and I have not been able to find a company uh, so far. So that is why I share everything with you, whatever comes to my mind and whatever I'm feeling in that moment. Earlier, people used to uh, write their thoughts, their entire stories, and publish books because their ideas was something that people were not able to listen. You know, radical and groundbreaking thoughts and something very close to nature that opposes society. People are not very comfortable in listening or even talking about those ideas. So I came with the Swamiji on this Triund hike. It is the top we have reached here around 1 hour ago. So the Swamiji is sleeping, and I was also resting, and I thought I should talk to you people and then rest again. Uh, this was a beautiful view. I could not stop myself from showing it to you people because I know a lot of you people are uh, tied under responsibilities and do not usually get occasions to see or listen to such things. I mean, maybe many of you might come here as well and do not even understand the value that it carries in your life. That the value that this nature possesses already. Because our minds are always occupied with something. Even despite being in beautiful natural places filled with greenery, mountains, beautiful cloudy sky, and a little sun. But our minds are so filled with work, responsibilities, hustle, anxiety, that we are not able to focus on what is happening right now. So maybe if you are listening, if this conversation and the place that I am right now in, it gives you a sense of belonging, then you should also go to go close to nature in solitude and cherish it, because we usually do not get time, or we do not get time enough to just experience and feel whatever is around us, because we are never in present, always in past or future. So this is the freedom that I have at least achieved, because the freedom starts from within the mind, not physically exactly. I wanted to get away from everything, and mentally, even 1 year ago from now, I was here. Even before moving into mountains, I was already here. My manifestation was for here only, and I had no fear about it, that I would not be able to move from a city life to a village, mountain village life, a beautiful mountain village that I live in. And this hike that I'm sitting right now is not very far from my home. I have come here multiple times, but this is the first time that I find it so beautiful, so relaxing, because there are not a lot of people. There are not a lot of people making noises and disturbing each other. And coincidentally, the weather is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I kind of don't like harsh sun a lot. I like it like this only, cloudy. And there, if you may see, it probably would be snowing there. It's the Dhauladhar, beautiful Dhauladhar range. The mountain is so huge. I mean, it is all covered in clouds, but it is so huge. It looks like such a huge rock standing in front of you, and you are nothing in front of it. Because we are nothing. We are absolutely nothing, but filled with pride. For me, the best way to be happy is not to fill with pride, but be connected with nature and see the nature as a part of yourself. So I am the smaller part, and this big mountain here, it is much bigger than me. Nature doesn't differentiate between this mountain and me. It doesn't differentiate. It doesn't differentiate between any two different entities. Everything on the planet is of equal value to the nature. And so what pride has nothing to prize can pride cannot exist, and pride should not exist. For nature, no caste is bigger or smaller, no religion is. Well, first of all, these are all man made, so I will not talk about that. I'm talking about whatever nature has made. People from any place, women, men, children, old people, transgenders, people of different sexual orientation, animals, birds, dogs, mules who cannot even reproduce. This grass, this grass, these these rocks that you see those rocks. Swamiji is lying down there, having his own beautiful time. I mean, how can not somebody be mesmerized? Look at that. This looks so beautiful on the camera. Everything is equal for nature. It doesn't incentivize anything, especially living beings, especially beings who can breathe. If the rain falls, it will fall The same on me and the dog that is walking close to me. Although there is no dog here. It's a beautiful place, very beautiful place. And there are so many beautiful places that I have been to. It just needs an intention of being grounded and not being always occupied in your own head. That is freedom. That is freedom. Not only financial freedom. Financial freedom is another tool to convince us that we have won at life. We haven't won. We only win when we seek true freedom from here, that we are not occupied. Financial freedom brings a lot of hustle, lots of struggle, and then upon that, when we are financially so able, brings pride. It makes you consume things that are not even required. Hmm? So we consume, we buy things, we eat things, we start owning things, we start to desire of more and more and more, and that is not freedom, that is another trap. Only freedom is freedom from mind, freedom from expectations. That wherever you are, in whatever time you are happy and you feel content, you do not feel deprived of anything, and you do not have any goal about achieving something. That is called true freedom. Ooh. I am enjoying it very much. Coincidentally, the weather is so beautiful today. Okay. I'll try to make more videos in nature. For some time, I have been walking in the forest and on, you know, forest roads. I've made a few on hike as well, and this one is I'm recording sitting with a beautiful background. I can record a lot like these. I'm planning to, because I like nature and I wish to show you as well. That's it. I know today's topic was not of much, you know. I mean, I would say it was of depth. Financial freedom, the topic of financial freedom, the desire behind it is also another trap. Everything that we have pride about is a trap. Religion, caste, color, country, language, food, finances, property, our relationships, everything is a trap. Because when it goes away, your pride is broken, your ego is broken badly, and nothing is permanent. This is permanent. This sky is permanent. This grass will be permanent. Maybe thousands and millions of years after I'm dead, it is going to be there. My ego, my pride will not be there. Nature will always exist in spite of our death. Generations will come and go centuries, millennia, decades, the nature will exist and nature will take over everything again. And if we do not learn to be a part of nature, if we try to be over smart and to try to overpower nature with our, you know, stupid egos and pride, nature will collapse us. That is terrifying. It is not for me because I will die in another. I'm going to be 30 this year in August, and I'll die by the age I'm 70, 80, 90, 100 max. I'm not sure. I'll try to take care of my physical and mental health as much as possible. I'll die. So it doesn't terrify me who will be, you know, who will be facing the evil side of nature. Because nature, it it's nothing good or bad about nature. Nature just exists. Nature exists when a carnivorous animal hunts down a herbivorous animal and kills it, eats it, without any mercy, without any moral thoughts, without any ethics, without any guidelines. Nature has no good or bad. Nature is nature and it just exists. And unless we stop becoming so proud about it, soon we are gonna die. Like, how far can we run? How fast can we run? Despite creating a lot of different kinds of technology to save humanity. Oh no. Just take this. Just one meteoroid of the size of the earth hitting earth and the technology is gone. Nothing would be saved anymore. Why to take pride? Why take pride? Nothing is permanent. Well, I'll see you again. Bye.